Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy birthday to my mom, my Ina. They would have been 92 today if they were alive. Today I'm just taking the time to celebrate their lives. I'm here in my home alone. I'm doing this my own way. Right now I'm cooking. I'm going to make some soup. I'm going to go down the street and I'm going to go feed my people. I don't have much. I have very, very little. I survive on a little tiny Social Security check. I retired early because I was spoiled by my husband. His name is Art. I had 7 children with him. I lost 2, one in 83 and one in 1987. And he didn't let me work. He wanted me to stay home and take care of our babies. So that's what I devoted most of my life to. So I didn't have much in my Social Security because of this man, because he was old school. You know, he believed in family. He believed in giving the best to his children. And that man, I put that man through hell 1,000 times over. No other man could have survived what I put my husband through at the time that we were married. And I have a lot of respect for him. I still, to this day, I hold him up on a pedestal. And I always tell my children, I said, the only reason why you're good children today, I said, is because of him. I will not take the credit. I give him all the credit for the way my children are today. I have 7 beautiful children. They're all independent and they all live on their own. They don't rely on me to help them or take care of them or do anything for them. But I do pray for them. I keep my children on the altar of my Heavenly Father, of my Lord and my Savior, Jesus Christ. And I know a lot of you hate Jesus and you hate to hear that name. And I understand and I get it. I get it because I'm a native, I'm an Indian. I know what it's like. I understand the feeling 100%. 100%. And the reason why I understand it is because my mama was traditional. When she was taken from this world, she had her own sweat lodge. She had her bedroom. It was set up for ceremony. And I sat in there and I smoked my mama's pipe with her. And the ceremonies that I was able, as I look back on it, those ceremonies, those times, as today is her birthday, I get to remember those times that I sat in her sacred prayer room and prayed with her, smoked her pipe. And that was what brought her joy. Oh, my mom, she loved to sweat. She loved to come to Takashi. She loved to come to him for her people. Her heart was for her people. And I think they came and got her because they needed her. They needed her strength, her heart, her love. I think the spirits come and get all the good ones. They come and get them, but they take them over there because they need them to do the work on the other side. That's what I think. That's just my opinion, you know. It's the way I feel. It's the way I believe. So I want to say I'm sorry to you for those of you that hate that name Jesus, but I'm sorry, but my mom, she raised me up to go to church. From the time I can't even remember from the time that, you know, it just goes way back to when my mom and my dad took me to the church and they baptized me in the Episcopal Church. And when I go by there on my way up to IHS, I'm diabetic. I have a lot of health problems. I could die any day. And I know that, and I'm getting ready for that. Even as I'm living today, I always prepare myself, you know, hey, I even thought I was going to die last night. because this wave came over me, and I felt like I couldn't breathe, and it lasted about 5-10 seconds, and it scared me. It scared me. I was even gonna send a message to one of my kids and say, "Hey, I think I'm gonna die," you know. And I'm not scared to die either. The only thing I don't want to do is I don't want to suffer. And I always pray. I always tell my Jesus. I said, Lord, I said, if you bring me home, I said, can you just bring me home quick? Because that's how my mama went. You know, my mom, she was really a good woman. And baby, quit crying. You don't need to be crying. You stop now, Milo. Now he made me forget. Because when my little kittens cry, it breaks my heart. I don't like to hear them cry. Milo. Come on, Dad. Come here. Come here. Come here. I'll get you. Come on. What do you want? You want some spirit food? Here. There's some spirit food. You want to eat the spirit food? Go ahead. I have some spirit food I'm going to take when I go feed my people. I had him up here earlier, so I don't know if he's crying for that. But anyway, it was pretty hot. He's smelling it. He's eating out of my bowl because I couldn't even finish my food. I just had a little bit in there, but yeah, he's eating that. Let me show you. Let me show you him. So he's eating out of my bowl. That one right there that's next to it. That's what I'm gonna take when I go feed my people. He's eating what I had left in mine. There's my soup. It's all ready to go. It's done. Anyway, I'm gonna kind of like do these videos in like sections. I will record for a few minutes, and then I'll shut it down, and then I'll come back and start another one. But yeah, on this one I'm kind of like just doing all my talking. But yeah, my mom, she was really a loving woman, and she really had a heart for people, her people. At the time my mama passed away, I want you to know that my mom, she was so much following traditional ways. She didn't even allow us to bring a Bible into her home. And and this is the same mom that used to say, son, you get out there and you go to church. She'd be yelling at me to go to church, and the church was about 10 blocks away. At the time I was going to the Episcopal church down the road. And she'd be yelling at me to get ready and go to church. So it's because of my mama that I went that direction. And excuse me, but I'm gonna cuss. Okay, I'm really a cusser, and I'm trying to work on it. But out of respect, I'm gonna warn you that I'm gonna cuss. Before I cuss, I will warn you so you don't have to hear it. But yeah, I'm gonna cuss in the next minute. So if you don't want to hear it, fast forward it 10 seconds. But yeah, my mom taught me up not to do things half-assed. Okay, you don't do it that way. You have to do it to the best of your ability. And that's just the way she raised us up. Everything, even down to doing a loaded dishes, do it to the best of your ability. Do it with a smile on your face, do it so well that you'd be proud to write your name on it, saying done by so-and-so, yeah, so I'm just going to be singing a few songs today as I sing these songs that are special to my heart. The first one I'm going to sing, you're going to hear Grand River Drum Group. They're from Running Antelope, South Dakota. This video that I'm going to be playing and singing to is, it was the very first song that they sang at the Wetu Wachipi. It was done at Prairie Nights Casino, and it was this contest that it was this Wachipi that I went to, and it was my very first contest that I participated in, and I won second place. And I'm very, very happy that I won. second place. I was sick. I even lost my voice. You couldn't even hear me talk. Because I was screaming so loud. I was screaming so loud at the they have these things called spotlight specials. So I lost my voice real early Saturday. I started getting sick Friday night. That's when I started getting sick. And then when I woke up Saturday, I didn't have a voice. So I'm going to share with you today a lot of my experiences, and I hope that you will get something out of these experiences as I share them with you, and just know that they are very, very sacred to me. I have a little girl. I have 7 children. I have 7 children, and my littlest baby, she struggles with mental problems. It runs in my family, on my side of the family. I have it. And I'm not ashamed to admit that. I never was ashamed to admit it. I'll tell you, any day of the week that I'm crazy. I am straight up crazy. And so my little girl, she calls me every day. She calls me almost every day. Sometimes she doesn't, but it's very rare. And we're only on the phone a little tiny bit, but they're electrocuting my little girl 2 times a week. They inject her, they put her to sleep, and they fry her brain. It's called ECT, and in my eyes, that's frying her brain. And she doesn't remember a lot of things now. I ask her, or I'll tell her something, and like 2 minutes later, she doesn't remember it. So, and the reason why I tell you this story about my little girl is because that is what keeps me going, are my memories, that I hang on to them. I relive them over and over and over. I was telling my big sissy, Gwen, I said, you know what, sister? I said, I'm really selfish. I said, I wake up in the morning, I get up really early, and I put on my pot of coffee, and sometimes I don't even drink my coffee. I'm that busy doing what I want to do, And I said, I'm selfish, sis. I said, I don't take that time to do my prayers the way I should. I said, I should get down on my knees, and I should talk to him the way I used to do back in the day, And that's a whole other story, and that is on my channel. It's called Reina Morale, and it's called I think it's called My Testimony. It's in like 3 videos or whatever, but if you want to look that up, it's Reina Morale, Morrell, and I shared on there about how I came to know Jesus, and that is a whole other story. So yeah, getting back to the first song that I'm going to do, Grand River. They're oh man, I love them. I really love their singing. And I want to sing this song today in honor of, I don't even know his name. His last name was Village Center in here. You know what happened to him? He was with these people, and I don't know if he was intoxicated. I don't know the whole story, but all I know is these guys, they all ganged up on him, and they killed him. And I did see 1 or 2 posts. I think it was on Facebook. His mom was sharing on Facebook her pain in losing her son. And it really breaks my heart, that our own people will come and they will take our life. Even our own family will come and want to kill us and take our life. And I don't know. I just shake my head, when this happens. I don't get it. I don't get it. I really don't. I don't get it. because I wasn't because my mom, she didn't raise me up that way. My mom always told me, she said, you don't be getting revenge on people. You know, you may be mad at them or whatever, but you don't be doing that. You don't think that way. You don't be thinking bad thoughts on them. And she really had a beautiful heart, you know. She didn't like hurting people, you know. If she didn't have to, she wouldn't. But you know what? Don't ever, ever, ever mess with her children or her Chakojas, because then, oh, there's no holds barred then, because, and I'm the same way. I'm the same way. And that's a whole other story too. But yeah, so I wanna sing this song. You're gonna hear me in the background singing with this group. And like I said, this was the very first song of this powwow that we had, this celebration. And it was in this is 2026. It was in 2024. And it's on the internet. You guys can look it up on Powwow Times and you can see the videos, and it's there. You can hear it for yourself. And you might even see me standing there recording it. But yeah, Grand River, they just put it out there. And this song is another, this song I also want to share is one of my brother's favorite. I went to his wife's funeral, and I was at her wake and everything, and he sang this song. It was his very first song he sang when he laid his drum out. I forget the name of his drum. His drum has a name. He brought his drum, and he had my brother Toby was there, and my nephew Kyle, Three Lakes. They were there, and then brother Max Crozier. They were there. They were the only ones there that morning supporting my brother. This magnificent man called Will. He came in later, and there's another story. I'll share it on my Facebook later about this man. He's an angel in my eyes. He came in later to support my brother, but this was after my brother was already done singing his songs and everything. So yeah, so I want to sing this song. I also want to sing this song in honor of Sylvia's dad. What's his last name? Sylvia Black Fox, I think is her name. I can't remember. But anyway, I think they had this young man's. They had his services down there where they have the Horse Nation camp. They had her dad's his services down there. Oh, I was looking at it. I was like, man, I would love to have my service there, you know, in the same way, right there by the river, you know, and my little animal is getting sleepy. Let me show you guys what he looks like. Look at him. He's just sitting there relaxing and listening to me. His name is Milo. I just got him. Thank you to my little niece, Sam. She's my brother's daughter. She got this little kitten for me. He's really a good little boy. He's really good. And my Mila, she's teaching him how to be good. She's teaching him how to have manners. And he pooped on my floor one day, and I was going to talk, and I had to talk to my sister, because this isn't my kitten. I gave it to my granddaughter because he claimed her. He never slept by me. He was always sleeping at my feet. And when she came to visit me, she goes, Grandma, come see. And this little boy right here snagged her out. He was asleep on her little lap. And I go, you stole my cat, I said. So this is her kitten now. And I want to say that he was given his name by Katerina, Three Legs. And that is my brother's Chakoja. She named him Milo. And it's funny because my niece Olivia, she has another cat that's the brother to her other cat called Mila. They're brother and sister. They're both tuxedo. And guess what she named the little boy? Right, she named him Milo. So, getting back to Grand River, Yeah, so I was saying, I'm pretty sure that they had this young man's services down there where they have Horse Nation Camp. They didn't have it. They didn't have it in 2025. Um, and that was where I really, 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 really fell in love with the spirit rides. Horse Nation was the one that introduced me to the rides and what it was like. And I have a sister. I took Indian Way. I took her Indian Way, and she put it on her TikTok. And you can hear me crying in the background because I never experienced that before. I'm Washichu. I'm half Washichu. My dad is a Russian German. Rest in peace, Daddy. And I'm half Lakota. So there's a lot of things I don't understand. There's a lot of things I don't get. So when I heard these spirit riders coming, I still remember it. They were coming over the bridge, and you could hear them screaming and yelling, doing their war cries, and it was so powerful. And I just broke down, and you could hear me crying on those videos. And so that's where I fell in love with Grand River, was because of Horse Nation and going there and experiencing my culture and eating the food. I mean, when you guys eat that food, it's cooked, it's prepared, and to me, it's sacred. It's really sacred, and I'm just astonished, and I'm amazed at the power and the strength that comes from going to these camps, and experiencing that power that is there. And you get it, you get to fill yourself up with this power, with the spirit, and then you go and it takes you somehow. It carries you through the year until the next year when you can go back for the next one. So I was asking around, and here they said no, they're not having it. They're not having it. So I want to give a shout out right now to artists and her sister. They're really strong and carrying that on, and to Anase and Frank Archambault. The list goes on and on and on and on. Rest in peace, brother. My brother, he passed away too early, gone too soon. My brother Jasper Ironcloud, he passed away. And I was really surprised, when he passed away, because he's strong. He was really strong, and he loved his community. And anyway, these ones that I'm mentioning, they're really out there, and they're strong and representing our people, and they've all touched my life in a very special way. So here we go. Let me get this going. I gotta pull it up. My little kitten is laying on my music. I gotta get that, baby. I need that. Grandma needs that. You're laying on it. Now, I don't want you to stop it, okay? When Grandma presses the button, you gotta leave it, okay? You don't bother it. Oh, that song, so beautiful. So yeah, gonna wrap this one up, and then I'll come back. The next ones that I'm gonna be doing is gonna be me doing karaoke, singing for my mama, singing for my Ina. So I'll wrap it up. I'm gonna put this one on my Facebook right now, and then I'm gonna be right back to do another one. Happy birthday, Mama.